you just wouldn't believe it. I can't believe it. Last thing I was told to do when Chet and the guys went snowmobiling is, well, Dad, you know where the camera is. Why don't you make use of it? They're on their way home today, be home tomorrow back at work, or as much work as you'll get out of them after being on a snowmobile trip like they're on, and I haven't done any filming. I have been busy though. Been babysitting a grain leg, trying to blend off some of the center of the bends out of our one wet bend, which is literally wet, which is supposed to be blended with the dry corn, taken to the ethanol plant, which it can be taken at the ethanol plant up to 15.5%, I believe, or 16.5%, which is a small dock. Still might not be too bad of a deal, but so I've been trying to decide how much to open this bend door and add a little bit from the other bend. For those of you that know, you know what I've been doing. It's chaos. Just when you think you got it all set, it decides that it isn't set right. And now I see, why is that? I got the full bend light on. Full bend light is on, but I hear a lot of grain. I must have caught it. Oh, that was a slight, more than a slight panic. Okay, everything is off. Everything, it's okay. It's okay, Doug, breathe. That was very concerning. So the overhead bend shut off, and I am actually taking out of 3 bends to try to come up with the perfect amount of moisture and FM. Foreign material, ground up corn is our problem. You know all about it. So we are hauling right now to the ethanol plant. And that's off. I should put you down when I need to focus here. We're going to shut off the small leg. That takes the corn away from the center bend, or the cord. And we're going to shut off the dry leg, because that takes it away from the small leg. And oh, that's wrong. Okay. I'm thinking you guys are so happy you know that. And the overhead bend is full. Oh, clear as mud. Okay, I think I'm good to go. If there is anybody out there, I don't care. You see what I deal with here from driving over these covers. And I know I've complained about this before, or asked for somebody that truly can fix the problem, but I don't want to build a big steel cover, because we want to, or we have to, drive across this when we're hauling out of the overhead. But I don't want to every single day. Maybe sometimes, well, you actually have to do this 2-3 times a day if it is raining out. But those are heavy. I am telling you, heavy. They may not look heavy. They may not look heavy, but they're heavy. I just don't know what to do. I've thought about welding on some sort of a tab that comes up that the mat would hit and it would not want to push off like this. But I don't want that in the way to hook with snow removal. Now how am I going to move that? So I don't know. I've even thought about getting some sort of a pulley system that takes and winches the big heavy rubber mat up in the air, getting it out of the way. But now you're going to have Now you're gonna have wind issues. That ain't gonna work. Not down in this wind zone. It's a dilemma, I say. Dilemma. One more grunt here, and I shouldn't do this. This is too heavy. Way too heavy. Oh, and why don't you use this and that I made? I figured that would happen. That's just a little too, it's just too time consuming. I just need a small child to run with me all the time, and then I'll tell him, get out, hook this up, unhook that, everything would be fine. Okay, well now, actually I'm killing time here, just buttoning up before I'm expecting a delivery. It's, things have been, how do they say it, fluid changes have been made, but it's gonna get delivered here instead of to the dealer. Well, I'll show you. Chet's gonna be kind of upset with not being home when they deliver what's gonna be delivered, but that's what happens when you take off and do what you do, mess around, fool around, but everybody's gotta do it once in a while. So I'm gonna drive down the road and see if I can see it. I've seen it happen, I've heard of it happening, I have never actually visually seen it happen, but on rare occasions, now it wouldn't be so bad to have happen. I don't want it to happen, but every once in a while you hear of when you're getting stuff delivered that bad things happen. Let's just say the implement comes unhooked from the truck or tractor and gets totaled out, or accident happens, gets destroyed on the way out. We could still buy another one, I suppose, if there's any for sale. But he should have been here by now. Just don't think that way, Doug. You know, yesterday I even charged up the batteries on the good old 1086 because I think I'm gonna, if the sun would have come out today, I'd have done it today, but I think I'm gonna drag the road. And it's not even February. Tomorrow will be the last day of January, and I'll be able to say I bladed the road in the middle of winter. Last year all we were doing is blowing snow, and now this year we can actually, well, it's almost tempting to go get the digger. Yeah, that's right, I said digger. All you field cultivator guys out there. It's a digger. It's a field cultivator too, I guess. I don't care. Digger to me, field cultivator to you, it's all the same. Well, as you can see, things are deteriorating. In the last half hour, the fog has moved in, and I'm sure the driver is not too happy about driving conditions. So I'm going to hang out here because you cannot see the grain bin site or our farmyard. It's just become covered up. So this is me waiting. Well, I have given up sitting up there waiting. Can't see nothing. There you can kind of see it. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Within 45 minutes it went from, well, it wasn't sunny, it was overcast, to this. And yeah, the camera doesn't do it justice. I should drive looking through the camera. You know, that's a lot better. I could do this all day long. Maybe that's what we need to do. Yeah, that's what we need. We need more monitors in our vehicles. Instead of looking through the windshield, we'll just stare down and look at the TV. Oh, the monitor, I guess. Implement lost. Poor guy maybe had to pull over somewhere. He's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Oh well, I'm gonna go to the shop and Wait, just when I was gonna give up, here he comes. Now let's see if he does hand motions. Well, I think we got all his flags off and safety stuff. There she is. That'll give the boys something to do. I believe all of these are coming off, and we're going to put airbags on that so that we have choices and more buttons on the monitor to play around with for putting more down pressure on the closing system. On the headlands, we can just hit a button, then put more pressure on them, get out into the nice middle of the fields. We can lessen up the pressure. Yeah, well, there you have it. And I'm gonna, it's nice out, but it's so damp. You know what that means? That is, it's got a cold bite to it. And my fingers are numb, and I'm sure Chet will say, well, you didn't video enough, Dad. Well, it is what it is, Chet. So, with that, I'm gonna put you guys down, and don't even know if you can see me, but talk to you later.